Hello, my darlings. Welcome to your daily mini tarot and oracle reading. I am using the wisdom of the hidden realms, which has been sitting hidden away on my shelf for a long time. And we're going to see what messages wish to come out for you from this deck. Thank you very much, Spirit. And alongside of that, I'm going to pull some angelic messages. I thought that would be appropriate to go with the hidden realms. So I've got the River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement. And I've got the Dragon's Jewel, inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. Thank you, Spirit. So what I'm receiving with this, and I saw the River Queen first, is there is, and I talk about this a lot, my darlings, but it's one of the most important acts of self-love you can do for yourself. Spirit wishes for you to let go of trying to almost work out what to do at this time, trying to work it out from the mind conscious aspect, so from how you feel and see this as your identity, as your personality. When I have something similar happen in my life, I literally start to talk to myself as Victoria, and I detach and observe. And in that space, I allow that higher self, my soul's insight, to come forth. So if you can just allow this situation to evolve naturally, my darling. Thank you, Spirit. It says here, natural movement. When we look, and that's why I have loads of plants around me all the time, when we look at plants, we don't feel a sense of frustration or conflict about the speed which they are growing or they are changing. We just have, when we look at them, utter acceptance of what they are and where they are within their existence. And that's what Spirit is urging you to have about the situation, to surrender, to let go of it, because it is the conflict, the inner conflict of this, that's causing you the pain in your life right now. If you let go and hand this burden over to your higher self, to the soul, to the universe, it will then naturally move in the direction that it is meant to. But I've kind of got that image of you holding on to a wheel, not allowing it to turn at this time, holding on to something. And it's causing you a great deal of not only angst and eggshells, I always call it eggshells, but a huge amount of fear as well. And it's but you're also within that space, you're fighting inner demons at this time. You're fighting something that actually should be resting. Thank you, Spirit. You're fighting something that should be resting. And it doesn't seem to be going away. And actually, the more you're trying to control it, the more you seem to be coming up against something equally as powerful that's keeping it from happening. So they want you to let go, to trust, to allow the natural movement, just like we have utter acceptance. Every time we look at nature, we feel a sense of peace. That is why when we look at nature, we are in utter surrender and acceptance about where that plant or flower is within its existence. We are the same source energy, so have the same. Give up the battle, my darling. Surrender. Put down whatever you're trying to do to control this situation. Give the universe, give God, the gift of divinity, that moment to step in for you and to resolve this. So let's have a look to see what Spirit is talking about. So this is with the angel messages. Thank you, Spirit. Because, thank you, within this space of this conscious, of this choice you're making at the moment, you're making it, as I said, from the ego choice, the ego within us, the identity within us, and you're missing within this space of being caught up in this conflict at this time. You're missing, do you see here with the waterfall? You're not noticing the beauty of what is naturally free flowing natural movement that is all heading back. Water's always heading back to the sea, so it's all heading back to source energy. It's all heading back to for your greatest good. It's heading back for your greatest joy. So let's have a look to see what Spirit wants to say. Thank you. Tell me more about this Dragon's Jewel. Thank you. So I've got the Hermit and the Eight of Fire, both upside down, that's come out. So I feel with this that there is something in your life that once gave you great joy. There's a coming together of what you felt was maybe more than one, but sort of like-minded souls. And what has happened is it's almost flipped, it's turned, something's changed, and you can't quite put your finger on it. So what's happening also is with you not letting go of it, trying to maybe retain, to hold on to what was the dream of this, what it was at the beginning of it, trying to hold on to it. What you're doing is restricting the flow of movement, because the Eight of Fire, the Eight of Wands is upside down. So your energy at this moment in time is stuck, and therefore nothing is happening. It's like if you're stuck in quicksand and everything seems a bit sluggish and a bit slow, and that energy is wanting to fly. That energy, where attention goes, energy flows. What would you do? What would you do if you were not going to fail at this? What would you do to take a step forward that is within the letting go and surrendering the outcome, but also trusting and believing that within that space, everything will unfold for you according to divine design? And you're not, I'm so sorry, my son is texting me. And as a teenager, he texts one, literally two different, one word per text. You've got the Hermit card upside down, my darling. So what that means is you're not giving yourself any time at the moment to do any form of reflection or introspection about this, or kind of consideration, or giving yourself time to understand, or you're completely caught up in your mind space right now. You're completely caught up in the inner conflict. And inner conflict comes from the inner child. There are so many things at the moment that you're reacting to rather than responding to. And Spirit is asking you to stop, just to stop. Give it a chance. Give the universe a chance. Give your soul a chance. Take a day out. Literally take a day out from this. Decide that you're not going to talk about it. You're not going to focus on it. You're going to just have a day doing what you wish to do during that day, and just saying, I'm open to receiving what's meant to come in. Let's see just a little bit more for you. Thank you. What else, Spirit, wants to come out? And I feel there's a certain form of guilt around you at this time. And that, again, is causing you great upset at this time. Yes, we've got the World card, and it's on its side. So the World card on its side is saying to me that you're almost there. You're almost there with the completion of something. You've almost completed an energetic cycle, an energetic journey, something that you can look back on in hindsight and embrace the energy of it and say, do you know what? I did my best. I'm where I'm meant to be, and I'm ready to step forward. You're almost there, but you're stuck. And you're stuck because you're still trying to hold on to this energetic cycle, which is ready to dissolve and dissipate out of your life, because you are now ready for expansion into the new cycle. You do have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups for me is saying, and here again is this water, that in your complete, and it says here the word self-absorption, I can't say the word, being self-absorbed. So what's happening in the space of being self-absorbed by this, you are drowning in your feelings at this time, but you are drowning in feelings that are coming from this happening to you, rather than being embraced in feelings of understanding that this is happening for you. And I know it's difficult when we're caught up in a painful space to even contemplate that something is happening for us. But on a soul level, it is, my darling. But while you are sitting in being absorbed, almost flooded by these emotions, rather than ignore because in the being flooded by these emotions, you're being flooded because you're not taking, it's very interesting, you're getting almost an influx of so many emotions at this time and different feelings coming up at this time because they want your attention. The ego in us is like a little child. It needs attention. When those feelings that come up from the pain body, imagine them like a child coming to you saying, hello, hello, I need a hug. So embrace all of those feelings, even if you don't understand why they may be coming up. Exactly on one day to the next, maybe you feeling really great one day and the next day you're not. They're coming up within divine design for you to recognize them, for you to respect them, for you to love them, for you to embrace them. And all of that is part of this release. All of this is part of letting go. And there is nothing, my darling, that you could or should have done differently. Everything is unfolding for you. And there is something wonderful coming in. But the Four of Cups is, and I come back to that loss that you may have felt within. You're looking back at something that caused you so much, created so much joy and happiness in your life, and you can't understand what's happened. I can tell you something, my darling, when you go through shifts and changes energetically, naturally, the natural movement of the universe is for certain individuals to fall away from your life. And it is both for you and for them that it happens. And sometimes it happens in such a way that you can't quite put your finger on it. So you can get absorbed in looking for the answers. But Spirit wants you to trust, to let go of it. And if that friendship or that romance is meant to be in your life, but in a different energetic realm, I'm going to say that, thank you, Spirit, in a different energetic, at this moment, hidden realm, it will be so. It will be so, but that relationship or relationships have played a very important part in your life. And now you are so close to the completion of that. And remember, everything in your life now is preparing you for where you are going, which is always, my darling, for your greatest good. I'm going to finish on picking them all up one by one for some reason. I'm going to finish on one card. Thank you. What comes after the World, Spirit? Thank you. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, and the Two of Pentacles. So have some fun, my darling. Go and have some fun. Go and remember that this is sometimes when we get so caught up in our mind space, we forget to live life in the moment. We forget to laugh. We forget that there are things that we, outside of something that's upsetting us, that do bring us joy, if we allow ourselves, because we're in control of our emotions. And so Spirit wants you to go and have some fun, to be that playful spirit, to almost just, I'm keep getting just taking a day or two out at this time and go on a bit of an adventure. It doesn't matter if it's an adventure to the coffee shop or it's an adventure to the park or it's something you've done before, but it's something you're going to do with not a heavy heart. It's something you're going to do with, I love to call it a blissful state of anticipation for what the day will bring for you, because you have got the Nine of Cups and what they're asking you to do. And this is this wonderful thing of the dandelion, sending your wishes on the wind. They will land where they're meant to land. I say again, the universe never gets it wrong. It's always impeccable. And send your wishes on the wind. The Nine of Cups is your wish fulfillment, my darling. And your soul's already planned it. Your soul's already decided. It's all part of the imprint within your soul. Let's call it the soul's blueprint. It's there within you. And you are preparing now for that. So I trust and hope that has helped, my darling. And I look forward to doing another reading for you tomorrow. I'm going to pop out a star sign reading this evening for 2023. And over the next couple of days, I have got oodles of personal readings I'm doing for the pay what you can readings. There are some slots available, I think, around Christmas, and then more in the new year. So if you do want to do the pay what you can reading, the details are in the description box below. And I will just continue over this next 6 or 7 days to get out the rest of the yearly star sign readings for you, my darlings, alongside the fire sign readings. What else have we got? Earth readings and air readings. So I will get all of those done. So every month now I'm going to be doing the individual star sign, but I'm also going to be doing the 4 groups, so that you all get a star sign reading twice a month as opposed to once, along with your 4 relationship readings, your 4 Scorpio and Sundays, and also all of the dailies. But I just want to get these star sign readings done for you for next year, because they're very, very important. And you would like to have them, I know, before Christmas, my darling. So I shall be doing that for you. Lots of love, and I see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.